Something else you should do. Wishlist Machiavelli the Prince. That's right. Our game right before we released Emperor of the Fading Suns was Machiavelli the Prince, and it is coming to Steam. So please wishlist it now. Look for Machiavelli the Prince on Steam. Check it out. Yes, I'll have more streams of this, though. Right now, I'm very much looking forward to that Hyperion stream. So with that in mind, let's jump into... You should be full screen, shouldn't you? Hyperion, yes. So, you may not be able to see this right now. If you do, good for you. But when you go to Steam, you'll see a list. You won't see all the list of mods that I see necessarily. There's my War is Heck one that I need to upload at some point. I got some more fine-tuning I want to do. But yeah, look at that, Hyperion. So Hyperion is one of the classic Emperor of the Fading Suns mods. From back when it was still the boxed game and you couldn't get it on GOG and Steam and online. Hey, Jason Sarton. Glad to have you here. What mods are you enjoying, Jason? Are you looking forward to Hyperion? Oops. Should I go full screen? Yes, I should. Oh, not yet. Got to start the game. All right. So, let's play Hyperion. So, Hyperion was one of the things that kept Emperor of the Fading Suns alive in people's minds after the Segasoft version came out. And of course, then Segasoft disappeared. And we had no ability to support it anymore. Interesting little conundrum when you publish a game and the publisher has some rights and that publisher disappears. And you've got to get all those rights back. Which, of course, we do now, which is why the game is on Steam and GOG. And Zoom platform. All right, we've all seen the intro. We all love the intro. All right, we can see it one more time. That part of the intro, anyway. All right, so Hyperion. Check that cool art out. Isn't that nice? Definitely like that. Definitely like that. So Hyperion added a lot of depth and interesting ways to the game. And I had hoped I would get a chance to dig into it before now, but we're all playing it fresh. So we're going to see what happens when we play this game, when we play this mod, Hyperion. One of the things I liked about Hyperion was with the basic Emperor of the Fading Suns, we have this mix of kind of medieval and futuristic technology, and maybe some World War II technology as well. Hyperion really spread out those tech levels. So you still have the medieval side, you got this World War I stuff, you got stuff that feels Civil War, you got stuff that feels steampunk, and then you've got much more futuristic stuff. And added its own art as well. Hey, Jason, to answer your question, I've mostly been watching the mods you have been playing with. Been too busy lately to play myself. Sorry to hear that. Phoenix mod is getting a lot of good attention on Steam and in the Discord, and I love seeing those multiplayer games going. In fact, I'm a little bit regretting not getting back into Phoenix today, but there might be some more updates coming for that game, and I'll jump back into it when we have those updates. But that said, let's start a new Hyperion. For anyone else in the Steam, go ahead and share what mods you've been enjoying, things you like about the game, and we will get into it. All right, historical. We will start hysterical as I usually do. I'm Lee Halan in the Phoenix one, so let's go ahead and be Hazat today. We'll keep going down the list. Means we always give the Almalik short shrift, but man, you should watch my whole Ysara playthrough. That was a blast. And that was Ysara when we were first relaunching the enhanced version. Anyway, all right, so Hazat next. We'll go to easy. We'll definitely keep Warhouse on. We'll turn off the tutorials. Yeah, I think everything else will stay as is. Loading that galaxy. Lazarus. So people have been talking about in the Discord, who are all these folks? And of course, Lucinda, in the official EFS, becomes the head of the Stigmata garrison when Alexius is emperor. So let's do that. Let's be Prince Lucinda. Warrior ethic, that's always fun. Charismatic leadership, that's fun. Battle master, that's always fun. Let's do take some sort of negative thing. I don't know what's the most dangerous ones are going to be. Okay, and that's a little problem with the the art. We probably should change the color on these because it becomes hard to see tyranny. Interesting note that a couple of these get hard to read. But hey, at least we can mouse over and get information now. So I don't think we want to decrease research. I think we want to try all sorts of research. Decrease loyalty? Sure. Because charismatic leadership, as long as I've got a noble in the palace, I've got better leadership. Let's try that. And let's go for the more advanced physics. Let's go for some warfare. So I could go the Hazat Dervishes route, but I did that the last time I played Hazat. So let's go the more combat-y ones. We'll take those at increase in physics and jump into the game. The reason I did that was so I could take a look at what some of the techs are. Because, okay, medical and biological, that's a change here. Now electrical engineering, high energy physics, plastics, compression, ignition engine, synchronization, gears. Oh man, gotta love gear punk. Gear punk's a lot of fun. I just had fun at the auto cannon, nice aerial. Anyway, I just had fun at the Con Possible here in Atlanta, which is the successor to our Steampunk Expo. So yeah, steampunk and gear punk and all that is on my mind. Aerial reconnaissance, make biplanes, yeah. So I'm not even at World War I technology yet. Love it. So yeah, let's do aerial reconnaissance. I thought I was going to go through the physics route right off the bat, but I want biplanes. Who doesn't want biplanes? Prosthetics. Oh boy. Yep, let's go for aerial reconnaissance and let's get some biplanes. Research aerial reconnaissance. New patriarch is eschatonic. Interesting. 86,000. We got 1,000 more years into the future, everybody. That's pretty cool. So, yep, it all got saved. Alexius brought it back up and it all crashed down again. And now we got to redo it. All right, Byzantium. Well, look at these ships we have. Jump Raider, Jump Carrier, Space Fighter, Heavy Space Fighter, Light Space Fighter, Space Attack Fighter. Let's put all of those onto the, the carrier can carry 6. Ooh, the Jump Raider can carry a ship too. I'm gonna... Uh-oh, Crasher! I don't know what I did, but I was afraid of the cargo stuff. That's interesting. All right, doing a transition, starting up again. Let's see here. Let's get this going again. Play, library. First crash bug. Might be an issue when we try and load that their carrier. I'm gonna try and recreate that later. I'm not gonna try and recreate that now. All right. Here we go back into Hyperion. All right, we are now back into Hyperion. I am back. Hello. Oh no, the Pancreator decided this universe was over. What happens when you go 6,000 years in the future? That's right, Jason. All right, start new. Do it again. Oh, thank you all who are joining me on Steam. Appreciate seeing you all here as well. Always good to have the folks who are actually playing the game right now on Steam joining in on this. So let's do this again. Try being Hazat. Hope it's not Hazat that's crashing me. Let's go. Let's recreate everything. But I won't load anything on to keep everything else exactly the same. What was it? Tyranny. And ancient documentary physics. All right. Jumping back into it. Yes, for all of you on Steam watching. This is a mod. This isn't the main game. So a crash is not normally something that would happen. Feel free to chat in the chat there or on YouTube. All right. What have we done? We've gone for the biplane, the aerial reconnaissance. Excuse me. I think I've been running my mouth too much today, which I do most days. All right. So we are going to sentry these and not come back to them today. I will come back to them when I just want to test it and cause crashes. Aragon. Oh, we got flying saucers over. Oh, space defense platform. I was going to say space turret. Ooh, cool. Satellite. Space point defense. Space battery. Space artillery. Space missile platform. Nice. Nice. Oh, only one of these has transport. I don't have my assault landers. I'm going to have to go slowly in this game. All right. We'll come back to all of these. Now we're looking up Byzantium Secundus. So we got a well. We've got a U-boat in the well. A naval sloop. Frogman? Heck yeah, let's start getting some exploring going. Who's over here? Ah, the Kados. House de Kados. That sloop. Hello, Sloopy. Sloopy? Sloopy, hang on. I don't know. Wow, what the heck is that? E-Hedgehog. Electrified angle beam. Wow. I want an electrified angle beam. I do have to admit. I would definitely like that. That would be a nice thing to have around the house. Why am I not seeing my cat here? There, I'm seeing my chat. All right, that is pretty cool. And it belongs to, is that Imperial Eye then? Imperial Guard. All right, if you get the Regency, you get the Guard, I believe.
Unit spotted.
What the heck is this? Force field. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. The Imperial Guard force field. Nice. Yeah, this game really shows the I could build a peasant. How much you can modify this game with your mods. It is pretty impressive. If I do say so myself. I can build in the well, I can build a peasant, a small floating barge, a landing barge. Oh, that's cool. Motor landing craft fence. The Imperial Guard force field. Our obstacle, barbed wire. Yeah, no militia though. So I think I'm going to leave my frogmen. I'd like to send my frogmen out, but I think I'm going to leave them here just in case they need to guard the thing. So let's sentry them. Got more boaty boats, a gunboat, a torpedo boat, and a submarine chaser. Oh yeah. Okay, gunboat, let's get you going up here to Lihalan territory. What have we seen in their arboreum? Oh, just Exotica. Okay. I think I'm going to leave my frogmen. I'd like to send my frogmen. All right, torpedo boat. Send you down this way. Let's sentry them. Stuff in their electronics. Ooh, submarine chaser like mine. Nice. Hope he's not chasing my submarine anytime soon. Almost ran into that. That's not a force field. This is something completely different. Underwater barrier. Keep them submarines out. Nice. Nice. We got the sub chaser.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Looks like we're finding something in this arboreum now. Ooh, horse grenadier, beast cavalry, beasts, and brutes are the main animals of transport in the Fading Suns universe. I don't like leaving that well empty, but hey. Andrew Greenberg should have no fighting. Can I put one of you in here? Yeah. Let's go move one of you over there. Then we'll sentry the rest of these. Oh man. Flame tank, dirigibles, reconnaissance blimp, heavy tank. Gotta get our reconnaissance blimp visiting the Kados. Don't you agree? I'm not seeing the top and bottom of the screen. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Always appreciate when you all note that. There we go. Thank you, dear Heligeist. I appreciate you catching that for me. All right, continuing my blimpiness, my blimpity goodness. Got medium autocannon, battle plane. Looks like a biplane, medium tank. Thank you very much. You got in here more boaty boats. Always appreciate when you all. This is looking pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and sentry these things. I think I'll sentry most of this stuff. Attack fighter plane, light autocannon, light tank. You see what I saw about this dirigible here? Check this out. Reconnaissance blimp. Never needs refueling. That's pretty cool. That is very handy. Whereas I bet my fighter plane does. What happens when I send my fighter plane out? This is looking pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and send most of this attack fighter plane, light auto. I'll go land it in the chemical plant. You see what I saw about this dirigible here? Check this out. Another reconnaissance blimp. So one thing about this game is it makes the Hyperion mod. Hey, yo, Echo in the background as well. Man, I'm messing it up left and right. You all are on it, though. Thank you very much. 8-Ball Maniac, I do appreciate that. You should not hear it anymore. All right, this game allows all sorts of cool movement things. So you see you got all these transport vehicles. That's what this double slash means, is that they can tow things. You got a lot of towed units you want to move into position. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and skip that last stuff. Light tank, light autocannon. Going to sentry most of what's on. Oh, there's my noble. The big old scepter. That scepter can move 20. Anti-infantry tank, bomber plane, siege mortar, monopoles. All right. Classic infantry and militia. What is this? Grenadier, Fusilier. Man, we got some old school tech. Fusiliers with their muskets. What's this? Field medic, combat physic, tertiary, novitiate. That must be our church. Let's put some of these folks in the... Wherever my... noble was. Make sure I got a medic on my... Let's take a look at what they say. Field medic. Heals units of the same movement type. Heals the same movement type. Well, that one can fight as well. Violates the Geneva Convention. But they don't move very quickly. That is for sure. Which means I probably want them in transports. Transports in the starport? Wow. Look at all the cool stuff in the starport. Wow. Very nice. I can shoot all this stuff into space. Plant the space guns, and then I've got all my rockets. Nice. No echo now. Thank you, 8-Ball Maniac. All right. I'll come back to these, man. They could do something cool. I'm going to move my combat physic on up. Leave them here with a noble truck. Fighter airship. Kinds of cool stuff. Let's move that fighter airship out. I assume that's also one of those that doesn't need... never needs refueling. Heck yeah. Let's do it. All right. Get the church hall. Set up reconnaissance zeppelin. Oh, so these aren't reconnaissance zeppelins I'm flying around. Got all kinds of different zeppelins. See what happens when I get the reconnaissance zeppelin. Oh, lots of spotting range. Oh yeah, that's nice. See all this crazy Ducato stuff. Tankettes. Tankettes were the original World War I tanks, essentially. All right. Got cool stuff everywhere. Fighting chaplain. The heck is a fighting chaplain? Look at that. Oh, psych abilities. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's nice. Psychic attack powers. Got freedom fighters. Fertilizer specialist. What in the world's a fertilizer? Security specialist. Sharpshooter. Weed whacker. That's the fertilizer specialist. Cost 5 to maintain. Has some combat ability. Oh, look at that security specialist. Sharpshooter, yes. You know, I didn't think about this. When I took Tyrant, in the base game, you have a palace on Byzantium Secundus. I don't have a palace here. Some of these cities might go into rebellion. I took that specifically because I had the bonus for having a noble in the palace. I don't have a palace here. So I'm in a little bit of trouble. Unless there's a palace somewhere I don't know about. So I might lose some cities here. That'll be interesting if I lose some cities on Byzantium. Let's find out. What do we got here? Another battle plane. Go ahead and start centering more stuff so we move on. Mortar infantry, flamethrower infantry. Oh, yeah. So I got a fort, but not a palace. I got a bunch of scepters on this planet. It's a red tank. Cruiser tank. Yeah, cruiser tank. So the Churchill, the Cromwell. Well, was the Cromwell... one of those was a heavy and one was a cruiser. Someone can correct me in the chat. Fighter Zeppelin, fighter blimp. All right, what's the difference between a fighter Zeppelin and a fighter blimp? Never needs refueling. Never needs refueling. Looks like the fighter Zeppelin is faster and more capable in combat. It costs a little more. Yeah, the fore armor of one of these things. They are not really protected, I don't think. Which blimp is that? Bomber Zeppelin, heavy artillery. Nice. Reconnaissance airship again. Whoop. Sorry. Did not mean to do that. Light artillery. Super heavy tank. Right next to the Agora. We should go invade the Agora. Medium artillery. Artillery tractor. What do they have in the Agora? Thought police. And a main battle tank. Thought police. Ooh, good psych combat. Looks like they created some golems. Byzantium's a lively place. You can just call me EBM as in the past. I'll still show as if YouTube didn't change their policies. Byzantium is a lively place in this game. Absolutely right. Artillery tractor 2. Yeah, towing stuff around is important when you gotta... All right. Ooh. Oh my. Look at all this rebel stuff on Aragon. Oh, there's a whole lot more rebel cities. I assume they're rebel. Maybe they're Imperial Eye. I don't know. There are a whole lot of cities outside of my control. So that looked Imperial Eye still, yeah. That's still in... Wow, what do they got in the Imperial Eye? They got scout tank, medium hover trail, reconnaissance vehicle, landing craft, amphibious jeeps, amphibious trucks, recon helicopters, reconnaissance gyrocopters. That's all that I'm seeing right now. All right, so we've got an enemy chemical. Is that really all we control? Wow, we don't even have any food production here. We got all the food on wow. Yeah, we gotta get some food production underway. Eating 392, harvesting 262. All our food productions over in Byzantium Secundus. Those are metal. Dora wells. Alright, so we are harvesting more energy than we're using. Oh, we are harvesting no. Alright, so that mine is our first object. We got some stored up, which is good. Factory. Chemicals, cyclotron, unknown. That's where I need my blimps. Oh, there's my blimp. Fighter Zeppelin. Chemical. So I need that arboreum really quickly. I need that mine really quickly. That's apparently my target. It's a campaign to reclaim Aragon. Exactly. The Hussat in 1,000 years have really suffered. So time to move. Well, I guess since there's rebels right in my back door. Well, that's Rebel Zeppelin. There's rebels right in my back door. I probably do want to take that first. I do have a farm here. Am I risking it from the chemical plant? Scout car. Doesn't sound improvised fight. What the heck is that? Improvised fighting vehicle. Ah! That's what you're seeing all over the place right now. These pickup trucks with heavy weapons on them. Used them in Ukraine. Used them in the Middle East. Using them in Africa now. Where the thunder runs. Crazy. All right, so let's see. A little bit threatened down there. We need to expand up here, and we're a little threatened there. So I probably don't know if my horses are going to be enough against those improvised vehicles and probably not against an air thing. Do we have any anti-air ability in here right now? Transport animals that can tow. Grenadier doesn't have any anti-air capability. None of these have anti-air capability, so... What do we have in the fort? We got a noble in the fort, but he moves slowly. Do I have anything that can actually transport people? A trailer can transport. Okay. The Jeep can transport. The scout car can transport. So I think this will be my south flank. Let's see here. Infantry. Oh, that's pretty good infantry. 18-3, 22-4. Better than the Fusilier. Oh, wow. Look at that close. 26-4. But 6 armor. Infantry is only 8 armor. Huh. Noble's only 8 armor. Officer's only 8 armor. Okay. Anti-tank gun. We can tow it. All right. So the ones that can't be towed. What's this? Forward Observer. Nice. Mortar infantry. So who had a Mountie? Oh, mounted officer. Does anybody have any anti-air capability? Doesn't look that way. We need to get somebody down there with anti-air capability. Nobody's got anti-air. Palace? Who here's got anti-air? Oh, wow. Look at all these cool units. Anti-tank infantry. All right, got our noble, got a spy, got a psychic spy. Oh, wow. Look at that psi ability as well as the close ability. Heavy infantry. That's got anti-air capability. Fortification. I don't think I can move the fortification. Maybe I can. No. This fortification can store stuff. Oh, refuels air units. Got it. Coastal artillery. Can't really move that much. Armored car again. Fanatic. Yeah. Sniper. There's my anti-air infantry. All right. Light infantry. Medium infantry. Oh, wow. They're pretty tough. Saboteur. Nice. Cool. Q. Noble child. Huh. I guess I should be looking what I can build as well. Can I build? Oh, I need a peasant. I need some peasants to build some engineers. That VM art unit had some air power. I'll double check that one. Apparently we got some enemy air to deal with, but apparently I need to build some peasants. Let's build some peasants. Can I build in the fort? Can't even build a militia. I need a lot of peasants. All right, everyone's building peasants. Turn 1. What do we need for peasants? Food, energy, and metal. I think we got enough of that stored up. You start with a decent amount in this game. I'm building a factory on turn 1. All right, there's that vertically mounted artillery you just saw. That's a crazy looking thing. Regular old artillery, barrage balloon, small flatbed trailer. All right, barrage balloon, peasant. Building peasants everywhere else. We can do vertically mounted artillery. What's their move? 3 move. Three move for traditional artillery, 213. Wow, traditional artillery looks a lot better. It takes an extra turn and a lot more resources. So maybe we'll go for one of those vertically mounted artillery in the factory. Lab, what can you build? You can build a scientist. Ew, you don't take some resources. Let's build a scientist. Church. What can I build in a church? More peasants. And in the farm, probably need to build more peasants. That's where you build the transport animals. That's cool. I'm getting some peasants going. Getting that peasantry activated. All right. We know we want a southern flank just to protect ourselves. We need some anti-air in it. I'm not keen to get the cyclotron yet. Don't need to be making that stuff, but I would like to make sure I'm not threatened from there. Okay. The northern flank is important. We got to get that arboreum. The northeastern probably be my same group that takes the factory and the mine. And again, don't want that ram steel, so I'm making a lot of metal. Okay. Oh wow, 57 over here. We definitely want a mine over there. What are we doing on food over here? 110. We definitely want some food down there. Oh, what can my engineer build already? Do factories, chemicals, lab, farm, well, mine. Not much. I gotta do a lot of researching. So I think I do want this engineer to build that farm at the 110 point that I was just looking at. Right down here. He cannot make it this turn. Why can he not make it this turn? Oh, he's only got... Oh, ha! Because I selected everybody. That's why. Let's not select everybody. Ah, neat. It only takes one movement to go that way. All right, orders. Build city. Let's get that farm a-going. Farm. Build. Yes, and you know what else we can build? Another peasant! Okay. Engineer has been used. I should have built a road. I forgot to build a road on my way down. Oh well. This speed confused me. Alright. We know we need anti-air down here. So where was that VTM artillery we were just talking about? Or the heavy infantry could go that way, but they're slow. 3. I put them in something fast, though. That's a good idea. We got officer here to go with them. All right. Start putting folks in their transports. Got the armored car. We'll put heavy infantry in the armored car. That gives me some... Uh-oh. Did it again. So it is when I try and load into any transport right now. All right. I will stop trying to load into any transport. So, let's do it again. No more loading into transports. Sorry, give me a second. I know nobody likes a blank screen. Especially when it's just my face on the blank screen. Alright, here we go again. Oh, I meant to save that game. Darn it. Alright, start new. Historical. Hazat. Easy, 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 easy. Don't show tutorials. Play. Okay, Lucinda. Okay. Again, trying to keep everything as much the same as possible. Okay. Aerial reconnaissance. Yes. Exit. Exit. File. Save as Hyperion. Okay. All right. So, sentry those units. Come back to those units. We'll move out a few of these things, but we'll mostly we will mostly sentry everything on this planet. We saw cool stuff already, that's for sure. A bunch of sentrying going on. I know, I should be focusing on this again, but I want to see the rest of the game. I've looked at Byzantium Secundus. This is my trial run. Come back to this. Aragon was being pretty cool. Definite strategic factors to take into account from Mo 1. It does let me rebuild my road. Hyperion Rise of the Peasants. I love it. Build that farm again. Build another peasant. Build peasant. Build, what was I building in the palace? A peasant. Build a peasant in the palace. Build vertical artillery. Oh, I got a blade master. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Build peasant. Wow, there's all kinds of cool stuff in the church. Build scientist. All right. All right, let's build that southern attack force. We're not going to be using our transport capability, unfortunately, which is going to really slow down this assault. Oh, I'm tempted. No. All right, so we can tow a lot. That's something we want to do. Anybody who's towable, you can tow. Is anybody in here towable? Nobody in here is towable, though. About here. We got some... Oh, we got a lot of towing units. We got a lot of towable units. That vertically mounted artillery. This is what we're talking about, having some anti-air capability. Yep, that's not bad. All right. We definitely want you heading to the south. I guess this fort is going to supply most of my southern attack force. Unfortunately, the infantry is not really towable. Very unfortunate when you tow infantry, just saying. I don't know if these two infantries will make it anywhere in time other than to attack the chemical factory. So maybe we'll move them to attack chemicals. Okay, so we'll have to come back to that. Wow, there is a lot of stuff in that church. What is in the church? Psi Master. Holy cow. Resonator. Nice. Psychokinetic. Psi Officer. Clergy. Tertiary. Kurganite. Wow. Look at that Psi. Kurgan Spy. Wow. We got the Kurgans. So, House Hazat. So, in the classic Emperor the Fading, or the classic Fading Suns, the Kurgan Empire is off of Hazat space, and there were crusades called against them, but then the gates shut down. That's where it is in the latest edition of Fading Suns. This, Kurgans have obviously been incorporated into the Hazat. Wow, Psi everything. Psi Forward Observer. Archbishop with a massive psychic ability. That's pretty cool. Psychic abilities are a lot more common in the year 6000. Gotta spread you all out everywhere. Let's see. Let's taking the bishop into combat. What's the bishop's armor? 10. Heck yeah, bishop in combat. Let's go, bishop. See if we have enough psychic ability. Do we care if we have the... Let's save again. Save early and often. We've learned that today. My old motto that I've not been doing a good job with. All right, so you got a Psi unit there. Got all those units moving. Let's get all these towed and towable units going. Maybe I'll keep the cavalry up. Send the cavalry south with the anti-infantry gun. Yeah, see, so that anti-infantry gun only has 3 movement, but it's being towed. We're going to go all the way to the farm with it. And you see it's still got all its movement. So I could attack, but I don't have the anti-air capability in here yet. So this will be a good force when all this comes along. What do we still have in here? Forward Observer. I might add him into my southern attack force. All right. All right, this... salvage tank. Ooh. Scout car, autocannon. This feels like it should be my force going after the Arboreum. Need to get that chemical pretty soon. And using these correctly, I think it's going to be a major part of the game. All these psi-powered units. Hyperion, Rise of the Peasant Psychics, maybe? I think those psychic units can be important. A lot of fun stuff to explore in this game, I do have to say. All right, I want my fast units coming up over this way, grab the mine, and then up to the Arboreum. So I thought I might have 2 northern forces. And now I'm sorry I built that farm already. I should be building more roads. That's clearly going to make a difference for the wheeled and towed stuff. Should I go after this factory and then up to the mine? Probably not a bad idea. All right, let's do some scouting. Who's good for scouting? How are you, mounted one? Spot 6. Spot 8 for the forward observer psychic. All right, let's move that out. Oh man, takes a lot of movement through the desert sands. Interesting. So what's in here? Heavy cannon. Oh, now we got some anti-air capability. We got lots of anti-air capability now. All right. So maybe... Oh, Psi Officer. Nice. Okay. That thing should fall pretty quickly. Get a Noble Psi Corps Officer. Not risk the militia. Get the heavy cannon. Light autocannon, medium autocannon, Fusilier, Grenadier, flamethrower infantry. Not the bunker. Forward observer. Alright, give a Psi unit. That should be able to take the chemicals. Let's see. First experiment in combat. Nobles into the chemical factory. Let's see what happens. That should be pretty much a wipe. Wow! Took a lot more damage than I expected. Flame unit especially. Interesting. Okay, so that is my lab. I definitely don't want to leave it undefended. I want to move a bunch of these things on in. Maybe the noble. Everyone has got to heal. Everyone has got to heal. We'll move into the chemical factory. Okay. Militia is just going to sentry here, as will my scepter. Oh, flame officer will also go into the chemical factory. And flame unit. You got a 3, you've got a 5. See if you can tow everything. So 2, 4, and 3 for my towable units is their current movement. Many units in destination. All right, let's get more folks out of this church. Archbishop, mounted officer, Kurganite. And I'll advance to here.
Unit spotted.
Nice. Kurgan spy. Saboteur. Psychokinetic. And of course, the Psi Master looked really tough. All right, let's figure out who we want to have stay here. Novitiate, Cannon, Deacon, and Priest. take care of them. Now some of this stuff should be able to move out. Everything in the stack is either towed or towable. Let's drop that slow sabotage tank. Let's see how far anyone else can go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently we can go here. If I want to, I can advance all the rest of these some more. Or not. Okay. So apparently not into the desert. The desert eats up their movement. So I should have stopped them there and moved them on in. But that's good. All right, salvage tank. Let's leave you here until I know where I need. I'll move you into the chemicals so you're closer to the front line. All right, I want to put somebody, maybe my medium infantry legion, on into that factory. Coastal artillery and fortification, noble and scepter are all staying here. Okay. Now we got this force. Spy, I spy. I spy and saboteur. Movie up with the officer. Excuse me. Remember, save early, save often. All right. Oh, another spy. Going that way. None of you are towable, so let's leave you behind. 2 anti-air infantry. Yeah. They want that in a... Elephant Noble, I think, should stay here. Ah! Hit the wrong ones. Alright, now. Anti-air infantry might never get into play. Oh wait, there's my air. I missed that. All right, airship. None of them have transport capability. Can't transport anyway because it's crashing right now. But clearly we'll have some good scouting ability, I'd imagine. Uh-oh. Reconnaissance biplane. Good, no attack ability. I want that coming after my blimpity blimp. Okay, let's see. That's all on the shield, wasn't it? Blimpity blimp. Did it reveal anything more? No. Holy cow, artillery tractor, armored car, wire obstacle. Truck, bomber, airship, reconnaissance blimp. Cool. Alright, now we've got these 3s. Okay. We've got this 5. Slowing down in the sand again. You've got this 4. You've got this 2. You've got this 6, but we want them to tow something. What's in here to tow? We got all sorts of tow things that can tow. You know what? Let's take this one to the south. That way they can tow anything up fast into the combat up ahead. Alright. Shield. Zeppelin. I'm on a Zeppelin. Okay. All right, now we're into the... Oh, this is where I need my towing capacity. Oh, we got lots of towing capacity here. Let's get a mounted officer and a cavalry in here to help tow things. Officer corps, heavy autocannon, light autocannon. You and you. Where can you all go? That looks good. Let's go to there. All right. Got that Blade Master. The Blade Master will be up front. With that light cavalry, extra protection. Kinds of neat stuff. Word observer. Heavy cav. What? I took a scepter out. Whoops. Let's not do that. Let's put that back in the palace, shall we? All right. Officer with a 4 and a sniper with a 4. These troops will just stay here for now. Like Fusilier and Grenadier might sentry in this. With a whole bunch of 2s. We can go to there. Sentry that. We can now move into the church. Move you on down here. Again, try and move these folks out quickly after we take those things. Sentry all of you. Get some healing going on in here. All right. We still got this Thigh Officer. And most importantly, the Psi Master. And a Saboteur. Man, tempted to use the Psi Master, just attack stuff. Let's add the Psi Master to this stack. Are you spotting stuff? Okay.
Unit spotted. Unit spotted.
Constant. Sorry, saw most of this. Sniper Legion. Psi Officer Psi 4. Ah, interesting. Looks like that whole Psi aspect is going to be a very major part of this. Oh man, that spy is revealing.
Unit spotted.
Oh ho, monastery! Get a Zeppelin down there pretty quick. Resonator, tertiary, clergy, psychokinetic. I'm going to go ahead and sentry all of those for later use. You can sit there, you can sit there. You can sit there. All these units. I don't know, do I want to attack with that? No, let's get the rest of the reinforcements there. Oh, hey! Alright. Some of you have planet bombardment capability. Ranged. Close. Direct. Nothing. Ranged. Alright. So, starting with my space missile platform. Attack! Let's shoot the chemical factory. In unit. But dang! Not bad. But only one attack. Let's go to the space artillery. That'll probably do a lot more damage. Let's hit the factory. More damage, yep, but only one attack. Space battery. Let's do some scouting. Well, no. We know what this mine next. Let's hit that mine. Did nothing. Space point defense. I think you just said close, right? Yep, close, direct. Okay, ranged on that defense platform again. Man, doing nothing to these. And there's an officer in there too. Interesting. We're going to have to be careful about that mine, apparently, when the time comes. Well, if you can just sit there. No, do not end my turn now. I've done all of the building that I want to do. No, did I have a lab on Byzantium Secundus? I don't remember. Oops. Do I have a lab? Chemicals, Hyperion. I do not have a lab. All right. Factory, build, peasant. You get a couple peasants. Can I build anything interesting in the hospital? Nope. Starport? Nope. We'll make sure we get enough peasants for when the time comes. All right. Diplomacy. Hey, Celestia. You do not have technology I want. Give me alliance with you, and I'll give you a map of Byzantium Secundus.
Message sent.
All right. No one else will have technology yet. All right. Save. Send the turn. Actually, let's see what the vow will give me for my map. Never betray humanity, by the way. Oh, heck yeah! I'll sell out humanity for 8,000 Firebirds. I mean, never sell out humanity. Well, huzzah! The scepter's just a fancy weapon. Bang, bang. That's right, 8-Ball Maniac. They'll beat their enemies with a scepter. All right. Let's end the turn, see what comes up, and then we'll end the stream. Let's see what's happening next. This is pretty cool. Lots of interesting stuff. Check out all these. Wow, what's this stuff? Energy shield. Expanded energy shields. Nice. Oh, can I build anything in the electronics? No, just more peasants. You know, I'm going to go ahead and buy a lot of stuff from the Guild League right now. Because I got some money. And it's not horribly expensive. Let's do that. Oh, wow, that stuff moves slowly. I need to tow those guys around. All right, let's end turn, see where we are. No, they're all jumping their troops elsewhere. Sigmod, Imperial Eye, Rebels. A lot of rebels in this game, as you could tell. A lot more in the base game, except expect rebels turns to take a while until you start wiping those rebels come out. So let's see. Rebels spent some money.
The huzzah.
All right. 6,001. Aerial reconnaissance has been completed. I want biplanes. I can't build biplanes yet. Shoot. All right. What do we need to do? Electrical engineering, maybe? SS radar. High energy physics. Plastics. Compression engine. I think we want compression engine. Synchronization gears. Mechanical think machines. Oh, nice. High energy physics. Let's get electrical engineering. No alliance. Built all my peasants. Diplomatic request from Lehalan. Give me physics and energy, and I'll give you 560 firebirds. Eject. All right, how's Aragon looking now? Oh, baby! Rebels are on the move. Oh, no, these are the Imperial Eye units are on the move. Perceptor. Wow, look at that psych of combat. All right. Imperial Eye is on the move. Interesting, interesting. Any major changes on Byzantium Secundus? Doesn't look that way. All right. All right, fascinating stuff. Enjoying Hyperion. Lot in this mod. File, save. I'm looking forward to getting back into it. Not next weekend. Again, I'll be at the Transformer Artificial Intelligence and Future of Games, AI and Future of Games conference. And remember, please do wish list Machiavelli the Prince on Steam. Here, let's... yeah, I showed you that earlier. Links are up in chat. Please do check it out. And I look forward to streaming not on the 22nd, but at the beginning of March. I believe that'll be March 1st. All right, take care, enjoy, and I will see you next time.